What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Craig. We're going to be going over the charts. First, we're going to take a look at the pre-markets, and then we'll go on to Bitcoin, and I'll tell you what my thoughts are, where I'm at. My shorts did enter. I'll show you where they entered, and I'll show you where I screwed up. So definitely stick around for the whole video. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up, subscribe, and tick the notification bell, as we will be going in depth at noon live every Monday through Friday. So let's get into it. So Dow Jones is down 254, but we seen yesterday everything was down in pre-market, and then about 10 o'clock we had that reversal and everything shot up. Will that happen again today? Possibly. We're going to take a look at where those targets will be if it does happen. S&P's down 27, NASDAQ down 85 as of the time of making this video. So let's take a look at right here. We talked about yesterday coming up to test these levels where the EMA and the MAs all coming together at 42,150. We did hit it. So if it continues this way, we still have our target down here around the 40,500 range. I do believe we will probably hit that this week. We'll see what happens. If that breaks, we have a lower target at 38,690. Now, this is sometime in June that I expect to be at this level if it happens. And if this breaks, as I've talked about, I don't think anybody's ready for what comes after that. We can talk about that at noon too, so make sure you stop in. S&P has not quite tested its EMAs or its 200-day moving average yet, but we'll see what happens. It definitely could still get a spike up to this 57.55. We may get an April Fool's joke. It is April Fool's, so be careful what you listen to out there. There could be a bunch of crap, right? So anyways, let's take a look at this. We're still below our triangle. There is some room to pump here. We did get some hidden bullish divergence, but this could get erased today, so be careful on that. We're still looking for that 16.5 area here for the NASDAQ. If that breaks, looking for that 14,600 level. We'll see what happens. So this is your bullish case for Bitcoin, right? That we've already bottomed out for this wave 4 and our continuation up. But my thoughts are different. I believe most likely that everything is topped out. We'll see what happens here. This will probably confirm for me if we can break back above that 89 and remain above these EMAs here, which we could not do over here. Then I believe maybe we have that one more leg up. But as of right now, it's not looking like it. Our bearish divergence, same as it played out back here in 21. Although I think this will be a bigger crash and go deeper than this one. We'll see what happens. But as you guys know, we're transparent. We trade on this channel, show you where our trades are. That's coming up. So looking at this trading range that we fell out of, we had our Trump post spike above, you know, BS, whatever, playing the game. The measured move from breaking down from this is 68,623. Currently, the major resistance here is about 89. Now, let's take a look at the 4-hour. This is what I'm looking at. So, if we can break above that 89, or 80, actually, it's 87. Obviously, then we have our major resistance here at the 89 level and then 91. But if it's able to break them, if you want to look at the bullish case, if we was to have a crazy April Fool's pump joke and get up in this range, we're looking at about 106. Highly doubt that'll happen, but that would be the measured move, right, of the longest point of this triangle. But we had our breakdown here that we were expecting out of this wedge, right? The target of that is 78. That's why I'm still getting into more shorts. Take a look at the target to the downside if this was to break anytime soon, right? Let's say next couple days or whatever. Be about 61 or 62. So we're getting yet a lower target now from this formation if it's to play out. This could end up just being a descending triangle, right? Get another bounce down here, come back up, retest, come back down, making a downward top of the triangle here, and this being the bottom, that getting us down to like 58. But just showing you guys what I'm seeing right now. As of right now, we got our bounce here. Look for resistance at about 86.7, 86.8, somewhere in this range. I'm not sure I have this exactly right, but we can look at that in my BITUNIX. So on to the next part. Looking at the RSI down here, we look like we could get another spike higher. Remember, the RSI follows the body, not the wick. So we can spike above this, right? Or retest. Wait for the close. When we get above this, wait for the 4-hour close and see if it's below. If it is, that is a confirmation, more downside for me for sure. That's why I am going to continue laddering in more shorts if we go higher until I have confirmation here. If we have a 4-hour open and close above here, the RSI is above here with an open and close of a 4-hour candle, then I will be getting out, taking my losses if that happens. This is just our 15-minute chart from our live the other day. We went short here, took some profits, went short again here, all the way down to, we took our profits at 83.5 yesterday on those trades. For the last month, we're up over 120,000 in the last month. So here's where I made my huge mistake, right? I put in a limit short at 84.4 yesterday. Problem is, I screwed up and made it good for the day only. And reason being, in my head, I was thinking, well, if I'm sleeping, we have a huge pump, could screw me up, because I didn't want to put stop losses in, because I want to be, I'm laddering in a position here, right? I'm laddering in more shorts if it goes higher. So nevertheless, I got up. It did not hit because it was gone. It wiped it out because it was only good for the day. So I hurried up, got in a short without really paying attention. Luckily, I'm okay with it. I like where I got in, but I ended up getting in here at 83.7. If you guys are interested in trading, check out PrimeXBT. They do sponsor the channel. Link is down below with the tutorial. Remember, there's a special right now. It's 100% deposit bonus. So whatever you deposit, they match it 100% if you're signed up under my link. If you are signed up already under my link, so it automatically goes on there if you sign up now and you're new. If you're already signed up, put in the promo code section right up here. Go to the promo codes. Put in Savvy100. That'll activate it. If you're not signed up under my link, you'll have to make a new account and sign up under my link to get the promo. It is strictly for Savvy followers. So anyways, I did end up putting another short order at 84.4. If it hits, awesome. If not, we're in a 1 Bitcoin short. Not a huge trade, but as of right now, we're in profit, 186 bucks. No big deal. Like I said, I'm trying to ladder into a bigger position if we go higher. But my BITUNIX trade did hit because I didn't make that for the day only because it wasn't as big of a trade, right? Not too worried about it. You'll know yesterday we took our profits from our last trade on BITUNIX of $4,000. So a little over 4,000, like 4,500. But this one did hit. It's up 261 bucks as of right now. It's only a 0.35 Bitcoin short. I will ladder in more with this one also if we go higher. This is what I'm looking at, top of this. So if we get above this top right here, about 86.7, 86.8 that I was talking about, I'm thinking that's where I'm going to put my stops, right around 86.7. If we get above that, like I said, that 4-hour RSI close is what I'm going to be basing this on. I will take losses if it gets above that trend line. So those of you that follow along, check it out. Oh yeah, today is the last day for the BITUNIX tutorial comment. You can win 500 bucks down below next to my BITUNIX sign up link. You watch the tutorial, smash the thumbs up and leave a comment. You'll be entered to win 500 bucks. I'll be doing that today on the live at noon. I'll give away the 500 bucks. We'll pick a random comment from the comment section on that video. I'll use a comment picker from, on the web. So it's totally live, totally not a scam. It's really going to pick a comment. And then that person needs to get a hold of me. And I will verify it's them. And then I will send them 500 bucks in USDT or whatever. So make sure you go in there, hit the BITUNIX tutorial, watch the video, comment, thumbs up, and you'll be entered to win $500. That will be at noon today, or on the noon live stream. Not sure exactly what time I'll do it, but that's what it is. So anyways, we are up 39% in this trade right now. We are up on our prime trade, but like I said, if we go a little bit higher, I definitely want to ladder in more shorts with both of these positions. Taking a look at Sol, remember our target here for the breakdown of this. We did not hit that yet. Our first target is 115, but our big overall target's right down here, about 26, 27 bucks. XRP is trying to keep ahead of this falling channel, right? Once we drop back in there, which will be below the 200 EMA, about 196, then I'd look for 161 for your next major support area. Once that breaks, you're looking much. So looking at Cardano, right here is our target for now, about 57. Once that breaks, 131 is our major support area for Cardano. Taking a look at this. So our first target hit, we talked about that yesterday, getting a bounce there, but we have another one lower, about 16.6. And you know, our major target from when we broke up here, 1500, that breaks 1690, that breaks 253, that breaks Ethereum's dead. But like I said, no guarantees there, but we did finally break our support on Litecoin. So as long as it remains below this trend line, I believe this is bearish as hell. So our first target is 75, and then we have a major support here, big volume node 72, and then 55. At 55 breaks, obviously much. Tesla still getting crushed, came back up to test its EMAs. We'll see what happens today. Make sure you guys come around for noon to see who wins the $500. Appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget, subscribe, smash that thumbs up, tick the notification bell, and I'll see you at noon. Take it easy, guys. I'm out.